oh man, do I have to clear my mind today. I am such in a crabby mood. It happens, right? Crabby moods just happen. And it's cold. And it's very windy. And I have some discord with wind. I don't know what it is, but my system just doesn't like it at all. I get sore. I get tense. I'm gonna have to look at this one a little deeper. So, in preparation, I was actually attempting to make a deal with Spirit and guidance and say, well, can I miss one day? No. So here I am, and what I heard to talk about was, after I centered myself and cleared myself from the disruption of the wind, what I heard was talk about challenges. So challenge day 19 is talking about challenges. And what do we do with challenges when they present themselves? So one of the things that I was hoping for was to manipulate, potentially, that could skip a day or something. That's not going to happen. What else do we do when we hit ourselves with challenges? Well, we can throw little pity parties, which I was close. I was close. I don't feel right. I don't feel good. Blah, 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 blah. Pity parties. Let's see. What else? I'm listening to guidance. What else are some of the things we do with challenges? Give up, right? And just say, no, I'm not going to face that challenge. It's not unlike a diet, a workout program, a journaling exercise, training, school. I mean, it all really has, moments of these walls that challenge us, right? So what else? We have the pity party. We have the negotiating part. We have the just sheer refusal. Well, that's 3. Like I said, always 3. Anything else? No, let's talk about those 3. Okay. So, the negotiating part. I see this with kids all the time, right? Well, okay, so if I do this, then can I get that? And then if I do this and this, then can I do that? And how about this? And why can't we, let's change it for this? And but parents do it too. Oh my gosh, negotiating. There are some things just aren't negotiable. Some things just aren't, and especially if you made a promise. That should be held, right? That's part of keeping our word, living with our conscience, right? And building that strength for self-trust, but for others to trust us as well. The pity party is pretty interesting. That's the pouting so that things can change because I'm cute or because I can hold out longer. When you do it with other humans, the results may be different. When you do it with Spirit, it's really different from having a result with humans. Pity parties really only delay the outcome and the process when you're working with guidance, Spirit, God, love, whatever universe you want to call it. So when that guidance is on the other end of your pity party, there is... I just see Spirit laughing. Sorry, I know it's funny. We're human and we're funny. You know, Spirit's like, well, okay, fine. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. And then you really have to look into it and say, well, wait a minute, that didn't work. Right? Because eventually you know you're going to have to do it anyway. So just do it anyway, right? Do it anyway. There's a great poem from Mother Teresa about doing it anyway. And it's all about going through strife and difficulties and challenges, and sometimes not eating, sometimes not breathing well, sometimes illness and this and that. And the guidance is just do it anyway. Do it anyway. Because it will be worth it. So the pity parties with Spirit, they don't really work. With other humans, however, so perhaps there's familiarity with pity parties and it getting to get your way. And so we try, as humans, we try. We make an effort. And we go back to Yoda, and there's do and do not. There is no try. So either you get through this challenge, or you're going to have to face it again later. So, already in the throes of challenges, so just get it done. It's uncomfortable, and just get it done. You know, and the requirement for us as a species right now is to be more in line with being a little bit more stoic, a little bit more I'm uncomfortable and I'm going to do it anyway attitude. It is a belief and a guidance that is going to strengthen us more than we know, so we need to get that going. You know, stop complaining. You can have your emotions and then get off your pity party and do it anyway. And then there's the absolute refusal, right? So that's more than a pity party, which is kind of woe is me, victim-based kind of position, is the the 2-year-old, 3-year-old crossing his arm. No. So there's that. And again, when you have a human on the other side, the outcome may be very, very different. And so we may have familiarity with that behavior justifying a change in our requirements of ourselves. However, when you do it with Spirit, and when you do it with guidance, they're not going to... Spirit is not going to have the same, again, there's going to be this compassionate, okay, I understand. And then you're left with, why am I sitting here crossing my arms? Why am I so much in a refusal tone right now? What is it about being challenged that is so uncomfortable? And so that's your challenge. To look at your challenge. And what do you do when you're challenged? What do you do? I'm hearing that it's necessary to break through some understanding about challenges. We certainly face challenges on a regular in our society. And so there's that challenge. But however, understanding how we personally receive and accept challenges and what we do with them is going to be important for the long haul. So should you decide to follow the challenge, pay attention to, if you have a good memory for past challenges and how you got through them. Those are interesting ways of accumulating information. And if you don't have anything current, you can look back at old challenges Certainly there are some replications in the history of your biology and psychology. So you can look at those. And if you're in a current challenge, as I am, you can look and see what is it that is causing this to be the first challenge, 19 out of all the ones that I've done. Honestly, besides the technical stuff, which is a challenge all unto itself, the actual recording part, why is this today a challenge? One is for my own observation, and just hopefully you can learn by my observations of myself, is the weather definitely has something to do with it. And it just takes me longer to get into a space of listening, especially for myself. If I was working with someone else, not so much. I tend to jump into it a little bit quicker, even if I do have a challenge. Not having another energy necessarily in front of me and needing to interpret. I'm looking at my influences now, the weather, the cold. I think most of the day I was dehydrated, so that was, that's going to cause some problems. And so, yeah, so I handled those and pushed through the challenge. Took a little bit longer in time, You can't rush through challenges. Sometimes you just need to slow down, back up, and be with it and understand it a little bit more. And so I wish you luck on your challenge. I always wish you much empowerment. And I will see you next time.